They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll set up a throw.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Falcons at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Back to throw again. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen.
And he's going to be taken down at about the...
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it.
He's got it. A lot of work to get to the first down marker.
It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Carr. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Here's the 2nd-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
Etienne up the middle.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Throwing his car on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. And that's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Back to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Bartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. Complete to the receiver, Thielen. He'll get this one down near shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This complete to Lockett. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr now to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And that was one I kind of saw it coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
Touchdown! Adam Thielen from 19 yards away.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Right. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it.
Inside the 20.
And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This time they stay on the ground. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We begin with a good one in the NFC. Seattle making the trip south to take on New Orleans. And it's the Seahawks who are looking good. They've got the lead at halftime. It's Mac Jones with a touchdown pass there. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Devin Duvernay, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Elijah Mitchell with both of their touchdowns thus far as he scored twice on the ground. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr. This is the tight end, Njoku. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Carr. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Allen Lazard, 60 yards. And the Bucs are back within a score. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there.
There he goes, right side. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. David Njoku, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw here. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now back to throw. On the move to his left. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football. Defense set to begin their next possession.
Coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Buccaneers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. Charles, whatever's between his ears right now, it's just calculated correctly.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. On the counter, Etienne. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Another tote for Etienne.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Carr. Completion here to Claypool. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Falcons going to use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Rolling to his left. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you've scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leads them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So for the Bucs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it here, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they seasick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pass for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
I'm Gonzo, got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a nah flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your dress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Damn. The best friend, she went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting. I'm Gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's Kelsey on the ground.
Finding space at the 40.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. They'll look to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 89 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. He'll look to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Second and 5. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21. Back to throw now on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They begin on the ground with Kamara.
He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 68 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game.